Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look.
Happy Saturday. Welcome to All About the Hoops again here on Pub Sports Radio, man. Every Saturday, we're right here. Me and my guy, Wine Time's Gun Picks. We got Billy bringing us best bets. We got Gorki coming on with some best bets. Maybe we'll get our guy Dutch in here. But you guys know how it goes. We're here to get paid every Saturday morning. Shout out to you guys that are rolling in early and often. Wine Time, how we doing this week, man?
We are good over here. Daby Cab, my guy, had been a rough college basketball season for Wine Time Sports, to say the least. Had a nice bounce back day yesterday with Jimmy on his show. It's a good day. Me and the wife got sushi yesterday. It was the first time she was able to eat sushi, so went and did that. And I'm ready to rock and roll with you guys now. This is my favorite day of the week, rocking with you guys. So let's get to it. We've got a large card today, and I'm ready to cap it with you guys. How you doing over there, Guns?
Yeah, I would say the same thing overall from a college basketball perspective, but the last week, absolutely money. I think I was 5-1 going into last night on my max bets, and UNLV crushed my soul. So we're now 5-2. But guess what? You know what I do is when I'm at the blackjack table and I'm on a heater and I lose a hand, guess what I do? I double down. I'm gonna do 2 max bets today, man. So that's why you need to follow GONZPICKS. If you're not following along, the VIPs have absolutely been cooking in college basketball as of late. And this is what I do mid-February all the way through March. And we're going to have a profitable season, not only from my perspective, but Wine Time, Daby Cab. This is the time to follow us throughout the college basketball season and watch this show, because we're going to give a lot of picks. So I appreciate everybody that's joining up in the chat, and let's go.
Man, it's funny you say that. I was just telling somebody else, I feel like I'm hitting flow right now. I need that flow state.
It's flow, right? I felt the flow. I was talking to one of my buddies last night that is a handicapper too. He goes, you know what? I'm starting to feel myself right now. I was like, yeah, we always do. The last 6 weeks of the season, we just fucking get cooking.
And then those conference tournaments. Those conference tournaments don't play exactly like the tournament does, and people sometimes take a hit. But we're gonna be ready, man. Shout out to Gorki dropping a dono right here to bless our action, man. Everybody, I know they're getting the sleep out of y'all's eyes. You're rolling in, but do us a favor, share this video, man. Send it out there. Let's see if we can get a high today, because we are definitely gonna make a lot of money. Ron Lofton in the chat, man. Our guy Occupancy, good to see you. Stacks rolling in, dropping his Stacks play of the day. It's Florida State plus 6.5. Res Mob, man. Everybody rolling in. Thank you guys for being here. You know how it is. We got to get rolling. We got some best bets to talk about. So let me get this first graphic up. 1 second. Let me move us. Grab us our first graphic, and let's kick this thing off right here. Where are the graphics? Here we go. All right. I think Clemson Duke is an early one.
It is. Yeah, 12 p.m. East. It's going to be the first game out the gate.
I didn't have action in this one, but I feel bad when I leave off Duke or UNC, because, I got Guns over here, Duke guy, and I just said UNC. Sorry, Wine Time. UCLA or Duke, whatever. I feel bad when I leave either of them off, because we got 2 cappers that like to follow them. Number 20, Clemson, I said it last game. I said they're not a team that I like to cover points with, Wine Time. It was this week on Jimmy's show when we were capping them against them. They had an 8.5. Well, guess what they did? They went and lost that game outright. Clemson is, like I've said all season, they're not a team that I ever would want to lay any points with. But guess what? They're getting 13.5 points here off a loss against Duke. Still don't want Clemson personally, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm not betting this game.
Yeah, this is an interesting game. I want nothing to do with this one either. We're going to have a lot of action today, and my action doesn't start here. Let me just go over the market for everyone, whoever's interested in that, before I hand it off to Guns. Because I don't have too much to say about this game. Want nothing to do with it. But this line opened up at a 12.5 in favor of Duke. It's up to a 13.5. Some have 13 still, with 60% of bets, 50% of cash on Clemson. Looks like it's a pretty 50-50 split both ways. I want nothing to do with it. I mean, Duke laying double digits at home against Clemson in conference play. I think it's telling for a reason. I don't think Clemson's that good. I believe I said that on Wednesday with you guys, that I don't think that this is a top 25 team in the nation. And I could see Duke probably smashing these guys, but nothing for me in this game. This is skip.
All right. Hold on a second.
I don't think they're a top 25 team either. Well, he's getting naked. Is he getting naked? Careful, guys.
Let's get in the uniform.
Let's go. I could only guess what guns is on now.
So what I'm going to tell you is this. It is a full Philly fake out. I think you lean Clemson on this one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking points for a team that just lost, right?
It's just too many points. And if you look at like Duke's schedule, do you realize that Duke has a huge game next Saturday? Like huge game. Do you know where they're playing? They're playing at Cap One Arena. You know they're playing a top 5 team in the country in Michigan. Like, this is a game that could be an overlooked spot. I know I was like doing the pomp and circumstance wearing the Duke gear. I'm a Duke fan. I will say that, tried and true. And by the way, I did look at tickets to go that game at Michigan Duke. And nosebleeds are like $250 a pop right now, but like maybe drops towards game time on that one. So it feels like a national championship type of atmosphere going to be at that game. I will say that. And of course, Duke fans do travel and Clemson fans do. Michigan fans do. But this game, I think we're leaning towards the Clemson side. Listen, Clemson's defense is top 20 in the country. That's what's keeping them like covering spreads. They are coming off a loss, outright loss to Virginia Tech. So they have blood in the back of their throat. Duke played a very flat game off the loss to UNC versus Pittsburgh. And that is kind of like, we may see a little bit of regression from Duke, especially from a spread perspective. They may get wins, but they may win games close. I still think that Duke is a top 5 team in the country. I think Duke is right now sitting at a 1 seed as far as the tournament perspective are concerned. I have my 1 seeds in my head, but like Duke is definitely a 1 seed, especially with Cam Boozer as the national player of the year. But like this game could be one of those spots that Duke loses, and I'm okay with it. Good teams need to lose like 2 or 3 times going to
loses. So you think they could lose this game and you're not going to take 13.5 points?
So no, dude, I'm not talking about.
Wait, see how quick he got quiet. He's like, I'm not answering that question.
Right, I'm not going to answer that question. But like, if you're going to take a side, gun to your head, no pun intended, take Clemson. I'll say that.
All right. Well, I don't know if he's got any action on this one, but I don't want to leave him back there in the wings in case he does. But we got somebody who's been up here with us on all about the hoops, and I'm excited to have him here with us this week because this guy has a plethora of knowledge when it comes to college basketball. But without further ado, let's get our guy up here, Billy Biz. Let's go, Billy. What up, Billy?
Yo, shouts to you guys. Shouts to the chat. Shouts to everyone. I'm a big Duke Blue Devil guy. Not my favorite team, but I do like some of the players, some of the alumni. As I digress, dude, this is a good spot for Clemson or the under. This is the slowest pace Brownell team since 2021. Clemson's pace and then Duke's lack of scoring in transition. I mean, it's 133.5. I think this is a dead under. Like
Clemson is a huge under team. I think they're coming off an over 2 against Virginia Tech.
So that's what I'm thinking here. I'm not an advocate. Before I say this, I'm not an advocate for this. Besides this one special time, this shit usually does not work in basketball. This is a potential teaser spot. You take 7 points on the total and you take 7 points on the spread and get a little 7-point teaser and you get Clemson plus 20.5 and have like the under 143.5 or 141.5. You could definitely get yourself a nice little same game parlay ticket. There's a lot of sports books that are going to offer you boost and stuff like that because it's college basketball Saturday, and there's not a lot of sports on the docket today. So I would definitely use this as like a potential teaser spot, maybe a same game parlay spot, or just in general, just take the under 133.5 for Clemson plus 2 points. This is a spot that I'm liking the dog here. even though I think Duke wins.
By the way, I'm looking at the chat right now, and everybody's naming. They're just naming like former Duke players. Like, name more former Duke players. They're like William Avery's been mentioned, Trajan Langdon, the Alaskan Assassin. I love naming Duke players right now. Like, let's keep it going. I know everybody. You can't name Bobby Hurley. You can't name Christian Laettner or Grant Hill. I want to like those obscure guys. Like, we're talking about Cherokee Parks. Let's go deep into the fucking Duke realm. Let's go into the Duke player realm. So fun.
I tell you guys what, I didn't get a graphic for this game, but if I remember correctly, you guys were very interested in it. So I'm going to type it. It's already almost done. And I'm going to put this one up. I do not have action in this game, but what an interesting line and what an interesting game right here. TCU versus Oklahoma State. You guys did have action in this one, right? One time. Like, I'm not wasting my time.
No, I've got something in Cal and Boston College, though. We get to that, though.
Okay, I could have sworn y'all had action in this TCU Oklahoma State game. Might as well hit it since it's here now, since I put it up. TCU sitting at 15-9, Oklahoma State sitting at 16-8. You know, Oklahoma State's one of those schools, guys, that like, no, they're not a blue blood, but like they have really good college basketball history at Oklahoma State, I guess you could say. Again, not a blue blood. I'm not going out of line there, but I'm just saying Oklahoma State notoriously has been a very good basketball school. And last year was one of the most embarrassing seasons I think they've ever put together or put forth. So it's nice to see them back here at 16-8. That being said, these guys played absolute fucking cupcakes at the beginning of the year to boost this schedule because they needed wins coming off that terrible season last year. And then you got TCU on the other side. I feel like, you know, TCU is somewhat hitting stride. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They did lose to Colorado badly. They lost to Houston by 9 points. You can forgive the Houston loss. But outside of that, they got the big win against Iowa State. They really needed that one for their record, that quad 1 win. They beat a decent PJ Haggerty-led Kansas State team and got a win over Baylor in their last 5 games. I think TCU is probably the appealing, quote-unquote, public side here. And I think Oklahoma State at home right around a pick 'em is probably must bet. But I haven't bet it. So I thought you guys had thoughts on this one, just why I wanted to hear it.
I was crazy because I think you're right because when I first would look at the game, I would think TCU. But the more that you break it down, I actually think there's more layers to this game than what it looks like on the surface. And I think you're right. I mean, damn, Oklahoma State, for as average of a team that I think that they are, they've been smashing at home this year.
Yeah, and I tell you what, their guard Anthony Roy. I knew it was Roy. I didn't know his first name. Anthony Roy. You know, he's been putting up some better numbers too. His overall points have been going up as the season's been going on. He's been getting more and more comfortable. I just think this Oklahoma State spot. Guns or wine time. Did y'all have any bets on this one y'all wanted to share?
Nothing. I can get to. I've got so many games to talk about. I can skip this one.
Well, let's go to the first.
Wait, hold up. I have a bet on this game, but like, listen, you want this bet? I mean, you have to go to my VIPs on this one. I do have an absolute fucking monster in this game. Go check me out there. But like, we're not here to talk about the fucking VIP shit. We're here to talk about the free stuff. Let's go.
Well, I tell you guys what, and just so y'all know, if y'all heard that, everything I give out is free, so don't worry. If I bet it, you get it. Same thing with.
I know I'm a fucking shill. Got it.
It is what it is, man. We're glad you're here with us, giving us information, man. We love it. We love it.
Dude, I fucking spend hours studying college basketball. It's just
same. I'm just letting the people know for the ones that are new tuning in. Like, you'll get it here. You'll get and whatever you win your bets that you give.
No, I'm gonna give like 5 free plays here too,
yeah.
and they're all gonna cash. So don't worry.
My favorite.
But if you really listen to the breakdowns, you might be able to read in between the lines.
But like,
I know what Guns is on.
Like I teach. It's like I don't want you to like take the fish. I want to teach you how to fish too. So I kind of like do both. So whatever.
I like it when she makes it not smell like fish, but anyways. So,
dude, I'll be like face first into the fish, and I'm not talking about what you're talking about, you dirty fuck daddy.
Yes, you were.
I'm from New England.
Yes, you were.
I'm from New England. I eat raw fish, and we're talking about sushi.
Ew. You got me a little. That made my stomach turn. I want to think about eating no tuna smelling vag right now. Anyways, Kansas versus Iowa State here. This is my favorite game on the board, fellas. On Medicate Monday, Dutch and a lot of people like to give me shit about Peterson, and I get it. But if you ever listen to what I say, last Saturday on this show, I said I think it's a good time to take his under. I don't know if you guys remember that. Guess what? He only scored 13 points. It went under. Since then, Kansas played another basketball game against Arizona, the undefeated Arizona. They won that game without Darian Peterson on the court, and a lot of people had a lot to say about Darian Peterson. He walked out for warmups. He led the team in high knees. He led the team in butt kicks. He then went over to Bill Self and told him, that he couldn't play the game. And Bill Self's response was, according to the media, was, if you can't play, don't play. I don't want you out here half-assing it. And he was like, all right, I can't play. So a lot of people, they took off on Peterson. It's like he sat against UConn. He sat against Arizona. He sat against Duke. He played half the game against BYU. Okay. This is a serious, problem that people are starting to see here. I get it. But let me tell you something. Billy, Wine Time, Guns, he has an agent who is telling him what to do. Okay. For all of you people who are saying that, oh, this kid has no heart, I get it. But he has somebody that is paid to tell him what to do, and that's who he's listening to. Today, he's going to show out. Kansas, I think, beats Iowa State in this game. I genuinely do, especially with all the noise that he's heard. But give me the 7.5 points. No problem right here. Is it off a big win for Kansas? Absolutely. I hear it. Darian Peterson was absolutely demolished on social media for the past 4 days.
No, you're definitely not bullshitting, yo. He has definitely got.
I'm telling you guys, this kid is going to fucking be on fire on the court today. Bill Self has came out and said it. He's 100%. He's good to go. He's ready. Does that mean he cramps? I don't know. I'm not going down that. What I do know is I trust Melvin Council Jr. I trust Badinga down low. Shout out to him. He's been playing outstanding for Kansas. I like the continuity on this Kansas team, and I like an angry Darian Peterson. Give me Kansas plus 7.5. Want to hear you?
Right, you're selling me to the well. What's Peterson's points prop at tonight?
19.5.
Yeah, he's getting 20.
Yep.
We've got a guest coming on. He just messaged me and wants to talk about this game. So let's just bring him on. I know we don't like to do 5, but he wants
go ahead because I gotta hit the head.
Let's go, Gorki. We'll let you go first here, Gorki. Take it over.
Bro, what the hell are we talking about? Even if Darren Peterson doesn't play, Kansas gets the job done here. You want to know why? Because last time, a couple months back, I was on Iowa State and got my ass absolutely handed to me by 24 points, I believe it was. The way that Kansas is going right now, they are led by their coaching staff, okay? And that's the way that college basketball should be. That's why I love college basketball, because the coach is the boss. If you're not going to be a team player, get fucked, get off my court.
All right.
That's why, hey, Darren Peterson or not, take this Kansas team to the bank, plus 170. It'll be good. For those of you with the points, watch this game in the background. Just chill. It will cash for you. For me, I don't know, because I need the full out win, but it is what it is. I believe in it. Let's go.
All right.
I do have a player prop note for this one. For Iowa State, Masilovic, I'm jacking up that name for sure, but Masilovic has one of the highest 3-point props I've ever seen in my life for a college basketball game. 4+ threes at minus 115. He leads the country with a 52% 3-point made per game. So he basically leads the country in 3-pointers, and he's gone 5 for 21 across his last 2 games. And KU gives up one of the highest 3-point rates in the country. So Silovic, 4+ threes, is one of the wildest 3-point props I've ever seen in my life for college basketball.
All right, my guy Milan, and his point prop right now is at 18.5. So yeah, I think he's going to cook tonight. But I got to take in this game, but Guns, take it over if you got something in this.
I do. I talked about it on my show on YouTube last night, and this is how you play this game. And you deal with the Kansas team off the highs of highs, right? They just beat the number 1 team in the country. They just beat Arizona at home in Lawrence Fieldhouse. And that, dude, I'm fucking talking, Gorky. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, bro. I thought it was muted.
Dude, I love you, man. All right, but Iowa State off the lows of lows, and I did project this both ways. I told you Kansas was going to beat Arizona, and I told you that TCU was going to cover the spread. I didn't realize they were going to win the game, which made this game stronger to me for Iowa State. And Iowa State's line is very strong. And I think the books are kind of adjusting to the fact that I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to take advantage of that revenge angle. This line should be 3.5, I would say, but we're seeing 7.5 on this one. It's just a strong ass.
The line is moving downwards. I'm seeing 5 now.
That's why, as I'm saying, this line should be 3.5. That's why the line is moving down, because the adjusted efficiency from these two teams. What is gearing this game to this type of line is because Kansas is a bad offensive team. They're 112th in scoring this year. They average 74.6 points per game on the road. Very good home team, though. And they're going against an Iowa State team that is coming off a road loss. And this team only allows 61 points per game every time you hit their home court. This is a very good defensive team from the Iowa State. And you have you look at the road games that Kansas has played this year, 75 points or less they've been held to in 5 out of their 7 road games. And that includes Texas Tech, Colorado, West Virginia, and UCF. It is not as strong as this Iowa State team from that perspective. So what am I telling you? Kansas team total is 69.5 right now. It is going to be an under. Kansas, regardless of the spread, let's take the spread out of perspective on this one. Kansas is going to be held under 70 points here today. So give me Kansas team total under 69.5. Only way I'm going to be playing this one.
I like it. I'm going to be short and sweet because I wanted Iowa State in this game. I haven't moved on it quite yet. I don't know if
I'm leaning Iowa State. That line is so aggressive, though.
It's such a big time game, though. ABC game, 10 a.m. my time. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a good game. I just think this line's telling. Iowa State being 7-point favorite for a reason. This line opened up. Some spots open this up at a 6. The sharper books open this up at a 7.5, though. They've moved it to a 7. So that is interesting to note. I'm staying off it for right now, but I do think that Iowa State's the side. I have 8 plays today, and we haven't even talked about them yet. So we can move on to the next game. I won't take too much time. Gorki will bring you on for the next game, my guy. Cab, where are we going to next? Let's go right to
go to what I have, but I want you guys to look at what y'all want. I was curious if you were going to take this. Wine time, you take this?
I'm actually not on this game, so let's go to a different game. I am going to let's go right here, man. Come on. Let's go. Sorry.
No. You go. Is this
a little bit later of a game, guys? Come on. Iowa coming off a loss, a disappointing loss, may I add as well. Purdue coming to town. Iowa is always one of the toughest environments to play in the country in college basketball and college football. It always is. They always have blue-collar guys that are going to go out there. They're going to do the little things to make you win. Got a guy in Stritz who can pretty much make any shot on the court. We see him make his pull-up threes from the logo at times. This guy can make any shot he wants, and I think Iowa's going to be a team I'm going to be backing when it comes to the March Madness tournament. They're going to be one of those teams that flies under the radar going into that, and I will be backing them as a dog nearly every time. And I like backing them at home, and not only backing them at home, but coming off a loss, may I add to. They're on a nice roll there for a while. Purdue took 2 straight losses, coming off 3 straight wins. I think that this is going to be too tough an environment for them to step in. Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, Iowa. Give me Iowa here, money line. I took the plus 120. It's nice plus money. I think they're the better team, and I think they're going to want this game more. They know they need this game specifically for seeding in the March Madness tournament and Big Ten play. This is important to get these home games.
You think they're the better team, or you just think this is a good spot for them?
I think they are the better team. I think there's like I said yesterday, I think Wisconsin's the better team over Michigan State. Michigan State was ranked 10. It's just kind of like that. I just think who's tougher, and I think Iowa's a lot tougher of a team here. And especially coming off a loss here. If they were coming off 7 straight wins, probably wouldn't be saying I wouldn't be on them. But coming off a loss here, I do think that they match up really well, specifically at home. So give me Iowa money line plus 120. Number's still available anywhere. You can get plus 115, plus 120, depending where you look. Or you can take the 2.5 points, but I don't need those points. I think they win this game outright. I love this spot for Iowa. Do you guys have anything in this game, or you guys want to move on to a different one?
Well, I would say Purdue isn't the better. I mean, Purdue is the better team than Iowa. I just think Iowa has the better coach. I'm just saying. I think Iowa has the better coach. Iowa's coach is damn near one of the most underrated coaches in the whole entire country. The dude won like back-to-back like D2 championships. Then he went over to Drake last year, coached Drake up to like one of the best mid-major teams in the country, and now he's at Iowa. I definitely like the bounce-back spot here for Iowa, and you're getting plus money on it. This is just, I would say, just a ranked team on the road. Big Ten, you usually see home chalk. This seems like a good value.
Damn, this guy, and I was about to pull up his prop, but Bennett Sturtz, he's been fucking balling for Iowa the last few games. 32 points in the last game, 36 in the one before that.
Cab from 3, he's lights out, man. Like he's got such a nice shot.
4. So he's hit 4 in his last 4 games. So there's
he'll play in the league one day. I don't know how old he is, but
it says he's a senior, 190 pounds, 6'4". This is a Purdue team that is 20-4. So you look at that record and you think about, Purdue and what they've done in the tournament the last few years. So a lot of people think highly of this team, especially because they've got a lot of returning continuity and, Smith and Lawyer, and they got Wren who came in as a big transfer. Like these guys are Wren's been there, excuse me. Who's the transfer? I'll pull it up in a second. This team's been there, done that is what I'm getting at. So I understand why people like Purdue so much. They're not that good of a basketball team, which is why I asked you on the Iowa comment. And when I say not that good of a team, pump the brakes. I'm talking top 5, top 10.
Yeah,
they are a top 25 team. Yes, they are a very sound basketball team. They play, they don't turn the ball over too much most of the time. But as a whole, I think Purdue's going to get ran out of the tournament early this year. I think they're going to be one of the teams that gets upset by somebody, a smaller school. I've watched Fletcher Lawyer too. Bro went 4 for 17 from 3 last game against Nebraska. The fuck are you doing, bro? Like, how are you going to shoot 17 shots? And I don't know if y'all are watching. Dude, he was just throwing shit up in the air a few times. It was just gross. Anyways, I would probably take Iowa here. No bet. I got plenty of action today. Any other bets on this that you guys wanted to hit before we roll?
I think your take was right on the Big Ten. I would say, like, if there's going to be like a conference that's going to run the tournament, I think the Big 12 has that validity. Am I wrong? Like, the Big 12 is probably the conference to look at.
Right now, I like Arkansas a lot as a sleeper.
I mean, SEC, there's a couple singular teams in the conference, but like if you're looking at like just volume of teams that are going to make like runs, we're looking at the Big 12.
Big 10 or Big 12. I don't know. It's. I think Big 10's right there with them, so we'll see. I think
Big 10's got some. They got some ass teams in that conference.
They do. The bottom feeders for sure.
The bottom feeders in that conference are super.
You know what I looked at? Like some of these Big 12 teams, and I haven't.
Let's bring this guy
disclosed it. I haven't disclosed it, but like I witnessed that they are so bad in non-conference, and these teams are so strong in conference. This might be a problem for them in the tournament, and I'm going to keep that in my pocket.
You got action on this one, Gorki? You're muted.
I have a Purdue Gonzaga money line. I don't necessarily disagree that Purdue is a soft ass team. I just think that at some point they're gonna get it right and maybe surprise some people. I was on Iowa at Washington, and I was very lucky that they were able to turn that one around and win by multiple scores. But if they get off to that kind of a start here, they will be in trouble. There will not be a comeback.
We don't call them Purdue. We call them Purdon't.
All right, Gorky, thanks for coming on. We have a lot of games, so I'll bring you on for your next one, my guy. Let's get to another game. Where do you want to go, Cab?
Let's go to that A&M game if you want to put it up. And shout out to our guy, Troy, man. We got so many games that sometimes I miss the chat, man. It's good to see you in here, Troy. He said a good sleeper in Arkansas. He's already got a ticket. That's wild, man. I love it when we align. Somebody asked me, they go down to Vegas and they buy the teams. They might spend fucking $12K on a team. They do those pools that you're talking about. And Arkansas is what I gave him. I said, go get Arkansas as your sleeper. So let's go, Troy. But A&M.
Not a bad bet. I'll say that's a good bet.
Because they're cheaper, right? If you want to go buy somebody like
what's
Arizona,
the line? Like, what do you get them on a future? Like for Arkansas, that'd be kind of interesting. Like, do you get over 20 to 1?
No. I don't think so.
Like 10, 15?
Probably 10 to 15, I would say.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe somebody in the chat can see it. And I was just going to say, too, when we miss you guys in the chat, like my dude Big Show, good to see you, Big Show. My guy Dutch is in the chat. All you guys, man, rolling in.
Also, shout out Wager Detective, like really dropping knowledge in the chat. I appreciate like we drop a lot of knowledge here, but like the chat drops knowledge. So like follow that dude.
I got homies that watch it, and don't get me wrong, they respect the hell out of us and appreciate us. But he tells me all the time, he's like, one of my homies, he's like, nah, man, I'm picking out somebody in the chat, and I'm telling the chat. It's like, it's not a bad thing to do. It's not a bad thing to do. Anyways, here, Texas A&M traveling to take on number 19 Vanderbilt. Man, these two teams, Vanderbilt more so than A&M, but I think these two teams are the big shock for the SEC. Playing above their head and winning a lot of games that people didn't plan on them winning, I guess you could say, so to speak. A&M needed that win against Missouri. They're in a stretch of their schedule right now, and they're finally almost through it. But they're in a stretch right here in this schedule where they had a 5-game stretch, and I think this is the last game. It might have one more after this. They needed to win 2 of their 5 games. Right now, they've only got 1. That Missouri game was supposed to be the second one that they took because they went in there to Georgia and they snuck a win out of that. But since then, they've lost by 3 to Alabama. Close game. They could have won it, but they didn't. They got dog walked by Florida because they were outmatched and oversized. That's what Florida's going to do to people. Then against Missouri at home, they were supposed to get right. They were 6.5-point favorite. I know a bunch of people loaded up on A&M in that game, and they got beat outright 86-85. Vanderbilt on the flip side is finally starting to right that ship. They've won 4 of their last 5. Only game that they did lose was against OU. Here's where I'm at in this game. I have avoided this A&M team like the plague. Even when they've been winning basketball games and covering spreads, I've stayed the fuck away from them. I even tried to fade them a couple times, and I lost. I'm not doing that today. I'm taking the 6.5 points on the road. At 17-7, A&M needs this. I told you guys they had that 5-game stretch where they needed to take 2. They got to fucking find a way to win this game. They need this game right here. I think Bucky puts everything out he has on the court with his presses and everything, and at the worst, I think it comes down to the last shot. Maybe they lose by 2 possessions, but 6.5 is just over that 2-possession mark. So I had to take it. I got A&M plus 6.5.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out because our guy Gorki, he don't have to do this, but he gifted us a Pub Sports Radio membership, dropping donos, another $2 dono. Shout out to my guy. I take a shot for you. Shout out to Ron Loft in the building. When we cashed that under in the first half yesterday, that Niagara game, I thought of you. I know you said you rode with me in that one, so we got that money. Shout out to everyone in the chat, too. We see Nutflesh Allen said, morning, boys. Mike, we got to see you in San Antonio this year, my guy.
I miss you, Nutflesh.
I know. I saw him last year at Santa Anita when we were at the racetrack. Got to kick with him for a little bit. Love that guy. And Wager Detective, our guy Troy Torrance, Stephen Harrison, Nasty Nate in the building. Wager Detective. Hit the like button, guys. Consider getting a Pub Sports Radio membership, and let's get to this game. I think this is a smash spot for Vanderbilt, Cab. I don't know. I didn't move on this game before the show, and the more I'm looking at this, I mean, everyone, it almost looks too easy to come in and back A&M after being – I mean, we talked about on Wednesday, I was on A&M. I was on them minus. I think I got them 8.5 in that game. They lose the game outright. They look like they probably should have covered that spread at one point in the game. They blew a double-digit lead. I don't know if I can trust this A&M team. And, yeah, they do need this game on the road. I think Vandy does too as well, just being at home. This should be a good win for him. Let's just look at the market really quick. I haven't moved on this, but –
So just to play devil's advocate, and it's cool that we're on the other sides, but I would disagree with the comment that everybody wants A&M because I feel like literally everybody and their dog was on A&M against Missouri.
That's what I would think too, Cab. That's why this is the only reason why I really want to back this game because I just looked at the market. And we have 82% of bets and 90% of money on Texas A&M.
Man, fuck, that's because all those idiots in fucking College Station, Texas. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. You look at an A&M fucking thing, and they always have too much fucking money on them. In football, in basketball, probably even in baseball, they put too much money on this team, which is why they're not usually good at covering spreads because Vegas knows that these idiots in College Station are going to bet on them anyways.
I know, facts. And shout out to my guy Mo Harris. Maybe it was Mo Harris that rode that first half under with me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry about that if I see so many names in the chat. No, I'm going to stay away from this, Cab, just because it's kind of like just the market alone wants me to take it because the line's not moving. There, maybe, I don't know. It's a weird game, so I'm going to stay off. I've got 7 plays already made, and this isn't one of them. This was the spot I was looking at, but I'm going to hand this one over to my guy Guns Picks.
What I'll say about this game, I'm not going to be betting this one, but I'll say this is Texas A&M is kind of overvalued in the market. Like they were like in the lead to win the conference like what a week ago. I think we were talking about Texas A&M, and they're hitting the gauntlet of their schedule against strong teams. They had a weak schedule, kind of like the Patriots going to the Super Bowl, but I digress. I would say this, don't bet this game. I'll say this is like if Texas A&M has anything in their gut and to win games, they have to do it in this situation at home. They played very good at home. I will say that. And so tough. I hate the spread. I hate the game. I'm not going to play this one.
Shout out to my dude Razor in the chat, Chill Will in the chat, man. Everybody rolling in. If you haven't already, share it. We're up over 150 on YouTube. We appreciate you guys, but let's keep it rolling. If we get up to 200 plus on YouTube today, we'll do some kind of giveaway here on the show. So wine time, lean in Vanderbilt. I'm on A&M. Guns on nothing. Billy, did you bet it?
No, I'm not betting this game. Fuck no.
Well, let's keep it rolling, guys. I'm putting the games up that I have graphics.
You want to go
anytime you want to go to one you have, because I don't want to keep just going to mine. So if you want,
hey, by the way, Gun Cyples in the chat. If you guys were
right
on the IG, talk about Billy's smush dick.
Gross. Not for this show. That's for whatever y'all were doing.
It's gonna happen now.
Well, how about these Kentucky Wildcats right
Yeah, let's do it.
How about these Kentucky Wildcats? I tell you what, I talked a lot of shit about this team, and I stand by every fucking thing that I said. Just because they're winning basketball games doesn't change a damn thing. But shout out to them for having heart and fighting. This is a Kentucky team that went and spent, $1 million plus on a few players this offseason that are not playing. Okay. So for everybody who's like, yeah, what the fuck did Kentucky do? Their best players aren't on the court. Okay. And they're not going to be on the court at all, no matter what. They're out for the season. So shout out to them for playing hard. They got the win against Tennessee. That was at home. They got the road win against Arkansas, which you heard me how I feel about Arkansas. Out of their last 5 games, they only dropped the game to Vanderbilt. Now they got absolutely smashed against Vanderbilt, but they have been playing some really good basketball. And now coming in to take on Florida, you're getting 13.5 with number 25 Kentucky. Boy, that sure looks good, doesn't it? I'd be careful. I'm telling you right now, there are 2 teams that I think have a chance in the SEC, and that's it, Florida and Arkansas. And I know I just said that Arkansas beat Kentucky badly, but I still stand by it. It's basketball. It happens. Florida and Arkansas are the 2 best teams in the conference, in my opinion. Florida towers over everyone. These dudes are so big and imposing. I'm not laying 13.5, but if I had a free bet, that's what I do. Shout out to our guy in the chat, man. Nick, good to see you, bro. Water Cooler Talks podcast, man. Much love, dude.
Yeah, shout out to Nick. I've been watching some of his live streams when he breaks down like the recruiting and stuff. If you guys like college football, definitely go give him a subscribe. Water Cooler Talk Sports on YouTube. Shout out to our guy. This is a spot I did move on, guys. This is an absolute smash spot here for the Florida Gators. You mentioned it, Cap. I think we've just been talking about this. Florida, this isn't the 14th ranked team. This is a top 5 team in the nation. If you ask me, when it's all said and done, this is one of the better teams. They had a rough start to the season, nice hangover part to the season. They're starting to play some of their best ball. They're covering these spreads. I mean, you just have to back Florida, I think, every time they're laying double digits because they're just blowing these boys out, and I think nothing stops here. Number 25 team coming to town, getting 13.5 points almost seems too good to be true, and I think it is. I think Florida's the much better team. I think Florida's going to probably make the Final Four when it's all said and done. They're just that deep. I like this roster that they have. And let's just look at the bet splits on this game. We've got 52% of tickets and 80% of cash on Kentucky, according to Odds Logic. And the line has moved towards Florida. In fact, this opened up at 12 at a lot of sharp books at Circa. It's now at a 13.5 with all the money coming in on Kentucky. This is a clear as day. Florida wins by 20 points. They wipe the floor with Kentucky at home. Give me the Florida Gators here, guys, minus 13.5, minus 110. This is probably, if not my favorite, my second favorite bet on the board.
I'll say this about this game. When I capped this game, I was looking at my notes. This game was 11.5. Now we're seeing 13.5 on this one. I mean, my God, it is Florida's spot. And I think it has validity because Florida is on an absolute tear. They're 8-1, straight up in ATS in their last 9 games, and they're just absolutely dominating teams. you can say everything you want about Kentucky. They're 8-1 straight up in their last 9, and they've won 3 straight, but they're not covering spreads. They haven't faced a team like Florida. Top 10 on offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency, Florida is. Kentucky is not top 40 in those statistics. But I like the team total in this one, and I wanted to take it, but I paused. No pun intended on that one. But like, why is the Florida team total at 82.5 in this game when this team averages 88.8 points per game at home and 92 points per game in the last 3 games? Why is that team total so low for Florida? I know the total overall is probably like 10 points lower than what Florida is used to. So that is giving me some reservations for taking this play. I do lean Florida, and I do lean towards the team total over, but like seeing that 82.5, they should be 91.5 for me to like just be like, oh my God, this is an aggressive move for the books. I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to pass.
I tell you what, I was going to roll over this one, but Billy, if I remember correctly, you're pretty in tune with this Villanova team. Maybe that was a few years ago. I don't know if you're still on it.
Yeah, this is this would be my favorite college basketball team. I think this is a terrible spot for him. I think Creighton
it is.
Yeah, I think Creighton's going to win this game.
I'm on Creighton money line, guys. Keep it short and simple. Money line plus 150 here. They're going to win this game outright at home. I think Creighton's better than the record indicates. I like this Creighton team just at home. On the road, I'll never back these guys, but at home, getting a short number against a pretty good Villanova team. Billy said it just doesn't seem like the right spot for Villanova. It seems like a Creighton spot. They really need this game. So a lot of older players on this team as well. So give me Creighton money line plus 150. I know not a lot of people probably want to talk about this game. So just quick and simple. You guys know me. I love this conference though. This season, I pretty much bet every single game, it seems like, on Saturday in this conference. So I'm on Creighton here.
All right. Billy, were you official on anything on this one?
No, not official. I would lean Creighton in the over.
Hell yeah. Well, if you want to pick the next one, Wine Time, real quick, I got to shoot our guy Kong the link. He was like, yo, where the fuck's the link? My bad,
You
Kong.
are good. Let's go to Columbus, Ohio. Let's go to Ohio State right here, man. Virginia coming to town. You guys have heard me say a lot of good things about this Ohio State team this season. I think they're going to be a March Madness team that's all said and done. I think there's a lot of teams in the Big Ten that aren't ranked, that are right there, that probably should be ranked. It's just the Big Ten's tough, the upper top tier to beat some of these teams. And I think Ohio State is pretty damn good still. I think they have enough shooters to get it done here. I moved on Ohio State. I didn't take the money line, though. I moved on the plus 4.5 here with Ohio State. I'm just trying to pull up the percentages on here if I can. What time is this game at, fellas?
Who cares? Next game.
It's not 11, so noon maybe, or 3, one of the two. I got you.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go right here. Yeah, I can't even find it. There's so many games on the fucking board right here. Let me pull this up. Anyone else have anything in this game?
Man, I wanted to take Ohio State, so I'm interested to hear what you were saying, and I tell you guys why.
Ohio State. Sorry, I pulled it. I'm sorry. This is a 5 p.m. game at Bridgestone Arena. 66%. So this isn't Columbus, Ohio. So this is a neutral site game. Yeah. So Ohio State, wow, they are getting 95% of the money. I don't like this play. Wow. I already moved on this, so I'm going to give it out to you guys. I already have it placed.
You know what this game is?
I'm talking.
This is like
Ohio State minus 4.5, minus 110. It's down to a minus 4 at Sharper Books. If you still want to move on it, move on it. I'm not suggesting to move on it now, but I have placed the bet. I will tweet it out because I have made it, but I don't like seeing 90+% of money on a game and it go against me. Take over, Guns.
So what this game is the ACC versus the Big Ten matchup, and we're gonna see this Saturday. We're going to see it next Saturday because Michigan and Duke are going to be playing against one another. It's like this is like what you would see early season on a neutral court. So what I will say to you as a smart bettor, is to not play these games. These are fucking, I call this public traffic. Public traffic goes to these games because they know the teams, they know the conferences, and they're going to get and the volume of fucking bets they're going to get from this from a public perspective is going to be alarming. And it's going to happen next Saturday too. Virginia and Ohio State, I guarantee, will get a high ticket volume. So you're going to have a barometer where the sharps are. And I think if you are a sharp, you are not playing this game whatsoever because there's no data against these teams. These teams potentially could meet in a March Madness neutral court situation. You may have a barometer after that. Don't play this game. And I will say the same thing with Michigan and Duke on Saturday. We're going to be talking about that next Saturday. Do not play those games. Let's get in the dirt. And I'm going to give a dirt play at the end of the show. So keep watching.
You can the brighter the stars or the brighter the lights shine, the better for me, man. I'm all good with these big games. I don't mind it, but I didn't bet this one. I wanted Ohio State. I'm not gonna lie. I faded Ohio State earlier in the week.
Yeah. And by the way, I see Razor in the chat. Just follow if Razor has a pick on this one. By the way, Razor's money. Like if Razor has a play, just fucking tail that one. But
you heard it here, Razor. If you're betting this game, you're just not.
No, I'm an asshole.
You're gonna be Razor smooth shit.
Dude, I am. I hate I hate top 25 so much. I love playing the fucking SoCon. I'm like a big SoCon guy right now.
Hey, we got our guy backstage. So Billy, did you have action in this one? I stayed off. I thought about taking Ohio State, but I couldn't do it.
No action. I could pop off though.
No, you can stay here because he takes the whole screen. We give him the full stage here for his best bets every Saturday, all through football. He brought it to you guys, all through college football. He's been doing the same in college basketball. There is a big Louisville game today. They're taking on Baylor, so maybe he's got something in that. But I'll shut the fuck up and let's get our guy up here for his best bets now. Let's go, Kong's Clips.
Happy Saturday. Kong's Clips back again. Coming with some action for this Saturday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody take just a second. Go touch the like button because the show's profitable. And we're going to keep being that way. I'm going to start at the top. Cab said it. Louisville game today. My guy, Michael Brown Jr., coming off of a career day. 45 points were scored. He went 10 for 16 from deep. 10 3-pointers from 16 shots is wild. Scoring 45 points. As soon as he hit the last three, they pulled him out of the game. Visibly upset, crying on the bench. He broke the Louisville record. Love it. I'm fading him today. His point total is at 16.5. I'm going under 16.5 points on Michael Brown Jr. at -104. I just think that with all the volume he had last game, he is one of those assist guys. I think maybe his assists go up today, and he spreads the ball around. That being said, I am going to be on Louisville first half -3.5 at -112. I think they can come out here and take a 4-point lead in the first half. It is a road game for Louisville. They are not the best team on the road for the full game, so I am not on this full game. But I'm on the first half, likes at 3.5, and that is at -112. Houston, first half, -13.5. This is one of those plays that always gets bet when I see Houston playing at home. Playing, I believe it's Kansas State. I'm laying the 13.5 with Houston at home. -112 in that spot. North Carolina playing Pitt today. North Carolina coming off of an 11-point loss, headed back home. Give me North Carolina in the first half -6.5. I think they come out amped up, happy to be back home, and I think they cover this first half spread. Arizona, same situation with Arizona. Arizona coming off a tough loss to Kansas. Cab talked about it off the top. No Darren Peterson. Arizona headed back home. I think they cover this first half number in the same fashion. I'm laying the 5.5 at -110 with Arizona. That's all the action I got for you today. Everybody, if you haven't yet, go hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for having me. Calling them out.
Conger, let's go, baby. Shout out to our dude Kong up here bringing best bets. Caught me off guard taking Browns under right off the rip. You know, he's a Louisville guy, and he faded a Louisville player right off the start, but it's kind of what you love to hear out here. But, guys, we're about an hour in now, and we still got a lot of best bets to get to, so I'm just going to keep it rolling. But thank you, everybody in the chat. We're up over 170 live on YouTube alone, so if you can, share the video, help us get there. We might hit that over 200 today. But let's go. Here's another good game right here. And there's a few more really good games actually that I'm looking forward to talking about. I think I'll throw this one up if y'all are okay with this one. This Miami coming off that big, win against UNC, and that was, as Jimmy and I think Winetime said, I think a couple people were like, that was an easy spot to fade North Carolina. They had the 3.
It was a 5% play for me to take Miami money line.
And that's cool. I'm glad it worked out for you guys, but I'm telling everybody right now, like, I don't get into so this is where, so what now you fade Miami just because they beat North Carolina here, right? Like that's the rhetoric. That's the line we're following. And I get it. Like I understand. But this is a Miami team sitting at 19-5 who still hasn't cracked the top 25 because they didn't play anybody at the beginning of the season. They were just trying to get some wins. Another team like Oklahoma State who had a really down year last year. But I think Malik Renew is a player that should be up there and talked about with some of the better guards in the country or better forwards in the country. He kind of does facilitate at the guard spot some too. But I think the kid's outstanding. I think this Miami team is not great, but very good. And I think this is a game they can win, not just cover. I think this is a game that Miami can win, if I'm being honest. I want to take the 5.5. I haven't done it yet. NC State has been a stay-away team for me. They're led by that Texas Tech transfer Williams, good player last year at Tech, but he always seems to miss the big shot at the right time. Which is not what you want to be told. Like misses the big shot at the right time is not how I want to be described as a player. I like Miami a lot here. Close to taking them. Want to hear y'all's thoughts.
This is a pass for me. I'll hand this one over.
I'll say this is like what my secret is.
I did yesterday's show.
Like what I'll say about this game is you never take the team off a big win in the next game, especially when it's like in college basketball, the kumbayas are very short. In this one, Miami playing at home, getting that win versus UNC, it's expected. I'm saying it's expected, especially like UNC coming off a home win versus Duke, a rival of them for the longest time. You need to fade them in the next week. And of course, Miami came to fruition, but in this spot, going on the road in the next game, if they're playing at home, it's a different situation. I will say that. But like UNC plays very well at home. You need to be taking the UNC side on this one. No way, shape, or form. Don't tail a team off a big win. This, by the way, UNC was ranked 11th against an unranked home team, and Miami was +1. Going into that game, and Miami got the win by 6 or 7 on that one. 6-7. UNC is going to win this one by margin. UNC all day long.
You're muted, Cab.
I said get him off the show. That's all I said. Billy, you got anything on because of the 6-7 comment, not because of the take on UNC. You got anything on this?
No, I was making fun of anybody that wins 6-7 is retarded.
I kind of lean towards Miami, but I like Will Wade. It's like one of my favorite coaches, so I don't like betting against him. No,
why?
No,
because he's a corrupt coach.
I just like his offensive philosophy. Like if you ever bet on a Will Wade team, they're gonna score points and they're gonna dog it out. And
he did well at McNeese State. Like me and you, head coaching McNeese State could have done well soon.
I mean, McNeese State, Lake Charles is a beautiful place, man. I only went there one time, but
Is it?
my one time was definitely lived up to the experience. Shouts to Lake Charles.
Look at you glaze that fucking environment. Make me stay.
Can you make a graphic
Like
for
Will Wade
Washington?
so quick.
Seattle, Washington, Minnesota.
Got you. You go ahead and intro it, and I'll make it right now.
Yeah, let's go to Seattle, Washington. This is a later game on the Big Ten Network. Game that no one's probably looking at today on a loaded slate. These are, I guess you could say, two of the bottom feeders in the Big Ten, but these are two good bottom feeders in the Big Ten. I think if these guys were in any other conference, they'd be a lot better. Minnesota just beat Michigan State last week. Kind of shocked the world in that. Minnesota plays their best ball at home. I get it. They're on the road here. Washington, I was on them laying, 12 and a half against Maryland. They end up losing the game outright. It was just crazy. This Washington team is falling apart. I think you're getting points of the Minnesota team that's kind of still fighting. They're still fighting for life. They still want to give it their all. They have a new head coach this year. They're still trying to build something over there. They don't have the most NIL money, but these kids always come and play hard. So give me Minnesota. I'm on the +6. I paid up at -120. It's at 5.5 at most spots. It's getting down to at 5 at some spots. We don't have a market in this game right now. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be like a 50-50 market, though. I don't really think a lot of people are going to be betting this game. It's going to be under the radar. So give me Minnesota here, +6, -120. You guys have anything on this game, or should we skip this one and go to another one?
All I'll say about this game, I don't have a bet on this one, is keep in mind, Washington lost to Penn State at home.
That's who it was. I said Maryland, Penn State. Yeah,
they lost to Penn State at home. Like what, 3 days ago or something like that? Like,
disgusting.
and they were they were a 12.5 point favorite in that one, right?
12.5.
Not a game that I bet, but I kept it in my mind is like all I said in my head was because Penn State played very well in the previous game, and then they played very bad against Michigan the game before. And I thought in my head is like, imagine Penn State traveling on the road and they just win this game outright. And I didn't bet it. And sure as shit, they fucking won the game. And I think this is like Penn State. And I'm not like I'm kind of correlating this to the Washington Michigan game. Is like you have to keep in mind, like Washington lost to a Penn State team that is ranked 300th defenses in efficiency, and Penn State grew a defense overnight. And now Washington is going to want their comeuppance going on the road to the East Coast. If there's one play to take in this one, I would say the Washington side. However, is it going to be am I going to bet it? Fuck no. I'm going to watch.
All right, guys. Do you guys have anything? I know this is kind of not one of the bigger games, but Yale and Harvard, it's kind of a big game for the Ivy League. I didn't move on it, but did you guys have anything in that one?
Nah, that's definitely not on my radar today.
All good, all good.
All I'll say is I'm surprised this game wasn't played Friday, as it should be.
Right. Well, they both played yesterday too. They're on a back-to-back, which is all.
Yeah, that's weird. So what I would say about like Ivy League, that's kind of like a capper take advantage type of situation. Like, look at the team that got their dick kicked in, and they play the next game, and then play the team that got their dick kicked in. So if there's going to be a bet on that one, is like look at who the team that lost versus the team who won. That's how you cap that game.
Let's go to this game, Auburn, Arkansas. Everyone wants to talk about Arkansas. This is a really fun game right here. Billy, start this one off for us. I'll go over the market, all that, but start us off here.
Yeah, this is a really good game here. We got Auburn taking on Arkansas. Arkansas ranked top 25 now, or I should say still ranked in the top 25. They kind of fell back in the rankings a little bit. This line opened up at 5.5. And we're seeing some steam come in here on Arkansas. And I definitely do agree with the steam here. I think this is a great little parlay piece. I mean, how many times have you gone on Twitter in the last week and they talk about SEC home chalk? And this seems like one of the actual reasonable bettable home chalk spots in the SEC today. Like you got Alabama 17.5 point favorites. You got Tennessee 14.5 point favorites. Florida is a game that we talked about earlier, 13.5 point favorites, but you got Arkansas just kind of sitting there pretty at -385. I think the biggest thing here is Arkansas shoots 45% from 3-point at home, and Auburn's last in the SEC for 3-point defense. So this is a really good advantageous spot for Arkansas.
Guns, anything in this one?
I'm picking my spots with Arkansas.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Also, No, I got nothing. Pass.
You're good. I wanted to back Arkansas here. I think I'm a little too late. If you got in at the 6.5, I think that's great. The 8.5 is probably still good. I agree with what Billy said. If you want to put together like a 3-team money line parlay with like this and a couple other bigger favorites maybe and get that juice down, I think Arkansas money line is definitely something.
I like Billy's take on that one. It's like just pick the winner. I really like that one.
That's all I would move on is Arkansas. Yeah. But like I said, like what Gunn said too, I want to pick my spots with Arkansas, and this doesn't seem like it for me. But I could see them covering. I mean, we're seeing them at a -9 at a couple books right now, so it's definitely moving. The money's moving it. So I'm off that game. Let's move on. Wait, I think let's see. Pull up this game right here. You guys have this is a late night game right here. Santa Clara and the Zags.
I actually have a West Coast Conference parlay that I was going to give out as my play.
All right. Yeah. Pass it to Briz. Briz has this one.
Let's hear it.
I think this is a banger. Like this is damn near almost the championship game here of like whoever wins this game in the West Coast Conference basically controls their destiny to the season title.
Right?
The whack.
Okay.
Yeah. This is an absolute banger. It's going to be on ESPN. I mean, St. Mary's is right there. That's a part of the parlay. Let me get to it, Guns. It is St. Mary's double result and then an all over in this game, over 149.5, and it's at +101 at FanDuel Sportsbook. This is going to be a banger type of game. People are going to say under. This is going to be up and down offense. I think Santa Clara has the offense to compete against Gonzaga, and I think Santa Clara wins this game outright. But I'm going to be a little bit safer with it and take over the points. Gonzaga was a team I was really high on in the early non-conference, but as we start getting into the dog days of conference basketball, you can kind of see their holes in their spots, and this is one of the worst Gonzaga defensive teams I can remember in a while.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game here. I do think that this is probably going to be a sneak peek of for the conference right here.
St. Mary's. Or St. Mary's. You know,
yeah, St. Mary's.
Why are we saying Santa Clara? I was like, I fucking hate this. It's like every time we look at the WAC, the two teams we're going to see in this one is St. Mary's and Gonzaga. And St. Mary's is probably the stronger team out of Gonzaga. They'll get the win, and Gonzaga will get like a 4 or 5 seed and get like this weird pseudo. Like everybody and their uncle are going to put futures on Gonzaga. It's going to be fucking stupid. It really is. It's every year with Gonzaga. Everybody says like, this is the year for Gonzaga. No, it isn't. It ain't.
Shout out to my guy Logan Deese in the chat. My guy, drop your best bet in there. I'm staying off this game, but there is 90% of the money coming in on Santa Clara. 55% of bets right now, so it seems like a lot of sharp money's coming in.
No, the thing about like Briz said, like Santa Clara is a team that used to be like a fucking doormat in the conference, and now they're getting a little bit stronger. So it's kind of intriguing to watch. Like, there's a couple teams in the WAC that I would say like are getting better. And I think it is a testament to what St. Mary's is doing and what Gonzaga is doing. And I think there is a little bit of an outline, and all of a sudden, like money's getting thrown towards those teams to get better and make that team like not be pseudo considered as a mid-major. I'll say that. Let me maybe top of the line. Like if you look at it, them trying to grade people to a power to a mid. I think the WAC is one of those teams we have to talk about. Mountain West too. Those two.
Hey, shout out to our dude with the super sticker. Every donation means the world here, man. I say it all the time, but we got one dude that runs this channel, and that's it. So you guys are the ones that keep us up here. Thank you.
I would say two. I would say him and Gorki Cab. So shout out to Gorki for keeping this channel going. Shout out to our guy Gorki though for always donating. I love you guys. Cheers.
You too, Rez. I see you in the chat, my dude. Shout out, Rez. Wager Detective, all you guys, man. Killer group in here. I think I might take the bait with Gonzaga in this one, but I still haven't. I've got 3 bets in, and I've got 3 other ones that I'm real close to pulling the trigger on. I
would love to take Gonzaga every time. Well, actually, I would love to fade Gonzaga every time they haven't lost, but unfortunately, they've had a loss against Portland. Or Portland State or whatever that was. It was Portland, right? So like they've already had that punch in the mouth. So every win after that has to be by margin, right? I don't know.
How about I mean, it's tough with this conference. I mean, yeah, we got, but they got you got.
It'll be a fun tournament. It'll be a fun tournament. It's a fun tournament to watch. Like low key, like we're like a lot of the people. Everybody watches the P4s. I mean, this tournament that we're gonna be watching with Gonzaga and St. Mary's and Santa Clara.
I think Santa Clara is a real player this year. Like in the past couple of years, they've had like NBA pro players, 100%. And they only have like one. But now they had like better 2-point percentage teams in the whole entire country, like more or less than just in their conference. And if they can score, then they could definitely knock off St. Mary's. And St. Mary's is one of those teams. They start getting scary when it starts getting to 80, 90 points put up on the board. Like that's usually when they lose.
Shout out to our guy MMA Mills in the chat. He said Kentucky versus Florida is game of the day. Yeah, Florida's going to smash Kentucky today, Mills.
That is not the game of the day. Come on.
I hope you're on Florida, my guy. Shout out to our guy Mills.
Yeah, shout out to Money Mills, man. Texas Tech here, number 16, traveling to take on the number 1 Arizona Wildcats, coming home after a tough loss, right? You got Arizona, the best team in the country, off that loss against Kansas, coming home. I get it. So it should be a smash spot. Everything lines up. Man, 9.5 points is just motherfucking respectful. I mean, that is a wild line in my opinion. This thing should be at 5.5 probably, maybe opened at a 4.5 in my personal opinion here. Do I think Arizona is the better team? Yes, I do think Arizona is the better team. Do I think they're real mad coming off that loss? Yeah, I do think they're pissed off coming off the loss. But I've said this before, and I have nothing to back it. So it might be true and it might not, but to me it is. Bad things come in twos in college basketball, boys. I'm telling you, everybody's like, oh, they lost, so they're going to bounce back. Pay attention. Bad things come in two, okay? I'm not saying that Tech wins this game, but I think it's close. I really do. And 9.5 points it's 9 now. It's come down. That's so many fucking points, right? Like, JT Toppin and Watts are going to match up underneath just fine with anybody Arizona has. What I will say is Braden Burries is one of the best players in all of college basketball. We talk about these freshmen that are so outstanding. Braden Burries is a bucket every time the ball's in his hands. I mean, there's been multiple times where he's just got to take over for this Arizona team, and he can. Between him and Bradley, I really like their guard play. So I love this Arizona team, but I still think it's just too many points and it's disrespectful. So what are y'all's thoughts?
This is a tough game. I think this is a lot of points probably for a reason, so I stayed off of it. I'm not going to lay double digits with Arizona. You guys have heard me say, I mean, Arizona, don't get me wrong, they've done exactly what they need to do to be where they are. I don't think they're going to be in the Final Four when it's all said and done. I don't even know if they're going to be in the Final 8, so we'll see. I would want to be on Tech here. If this was like a tournament game, I would be on Tech, but it does seem like a lot of points. It is in Arizona, so I'm off this game. This is too tough for me. This is going to be a fun game to watch. So this actually might be game of the day right here. This is going to be a fun game.
I do have a take on this game. In the way you think I'm going to be taking this game, of course, Arizona coming off that loss, going to Lawrence, Kansas, not getting the job done. And I think Texas Tech has won back-to-back games against inferior opponents. We need to look at the first half on this game because Texas Tech, they are feisty. They are pesky. When they were a big dog, I mean, we saw them against Duke. They actually won the game outright when they were down 10 points, and they brought the lead down to 4 points as 7.5-point dogs versus Houston. So be careful when you're dealing with this Texas Tech team on the full game perspective, especially with Arizona on the rebound, first loss of the year. Arizona is also 1-2 ATS, single-digit favorite of 3 points or more. So full game. Not a backable team in those situations. But let me tell you what Texas Tech does in the first half as a dog. They were down 13 points versus Illinois, 3.5-point dogs in that situation. 23 points down to Purdue, 2.5-point dogs in that situation. They were down 10 points versus Duke and won that game outright in the full game in the first half. So first half, doing a little bit of a Daby Cab, taking a little bit of the first half on this one. I'm telling you, this Arizona team in the first half coming off that loss, it is a perfect spot because Arizona is 5th in scoring in the first half, and their point differential in the first half against opponents is plus 15 on average. So take Arizona in the first half, and don't worry about the full game on this one. And I really do think that Texas Tech will sneakily like cover the spread, like lose by 5 type of situation.
Yeah, I did too. I really do too. Billy, anything on this one?
Sorry, I gotta say, shout out to my guy Noel 207, another $2 dono. He said, "Shot."
Hell yeah.
Puff, puff, puff. Guys, keep donating. If you guys can get a Pub Sports Radio membership, helps the channel a ton. Like Cab said, it's ran by our guy Jeff Slaughter, and we appreciate the support. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like button.
Hell yeah. Let me spark it up.
Yeah, shouts to the chat. Everybody join here with us for a nice little Saturday. March Madness conference tournaments right around the corner. Most wonderful time of the year. I don't really have anything for this one. I think Arizona is going to put up a lot of points on the board and a win or a loss, but I think Arizona bounces back.
Billy, you need to find a way to get to Pubapalooza, man.
Wait, you're not going, Billy?
I will not be in attendance to Pubapalooza this year.
God damn. You got plans or can't make it this year?
Can't make it this year. Some personal family problems.
Gotcha.
My mom's been in the hospital, so you gotta
I hear that.
stay close here.
Sure, yeah, 100%. Shout out to Mama Briz. I'm off this game, so we can move on to the next one, guys. Do we have? I mean, I know there's this Texas, Missouri.
Hey, when are we gonna talk about Mercer and Citadel?
Oh, let's get right.
That is like the biggest game of the week.
You are right. Citadel. Let's get right to
I know
it.
Spoon. Like, where's Spoon? Because Spoon would kind of like.
He is not in attendance today. He cannot make it.
Okay. All right. Can we talk about this game? Because
let's go to Mercer and Citadel here, guys. We have a spread at 9.5 opening. It's now at a 10. It's now getting to a 10.5 in favor of Mercer. Let's hear what Guns has to say. 92% of bets and 60% of cash coming in on Mercer, and the line's not really moving towards them. Guns, let the people know where you getting paid in this game.
I see Wager Detective talking about Navy and Colgate. I will say a respected handicapper loves Colgate in that game, not me. But I'm not going to be playing that one. But let's talk about Mercer versus Citadel in Charleston, South Carolina at 1 p.m. Tip on this one. And I'm going to get – you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts. Citadel is the worst team in the fucking country. They are 332nd in offensive efficiency. They're 343rd in defensive efficiency. They're going against a Mercer team that is ranked 3rd in the SoCon, and they're off a win versus Furman. All right? But they are 2-5 ATS in the last 7 games. Why? They don't cover spreads in certain situations. What I tell people is, how do you bet Mercer? When they're at home, you take them. When they're on the road, you fade them. Guess where they are right now? They're on the road. And they played a Citadel team earlier this year on, I think, January 7th. And they beat Citadel by 38 fucking points. All right. They were, Mercer was a 16-point home favorite in that situation. And guess what? In this situation, you said 10.5 or 11. Why is it lower now with Citadel at home? It should be a 30. The book should grade this at 25 or something like that. Why? Is because Citadel is so good at home. They're 4-1 straight up in 5-0 ATS in the last 5 home games. This is the Citadel team that fucking plays well at home and plays shitty on the road. And you have a Mercer team that plays good at home and shitty on the road. Guess what? This is how we bet games. Give me Citadel plus whatever. And actually, you know what? I'll say this unofficially. Citadel might win this fucking game. They might do it. They might do it. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Citadel. Give me Citadel plus 9, 10.5.
Wow. What a take there by Guns.
They may win.
Did that take anywhere else?
Sprinkle
that money line. And our guy Spoon.
I didn't say that. You did.
And Spoons.
You said that. I didn't.
And our guy Spoons is in agreement with you. He said he wants to bet Citadel so bad. Quick shout out to Real Madrid Dodge. And shout out to MMA Mills receiving the public.
We call him the Citadel.
Appreciate all the support, guys. Keep gifting those Pub Sports Radio memberships. Maybe we'll stay live for you guys. So keep gifting those guys. Hit the like button. We're almost to 100. Let's get it. For my action, the only game I really haven't talked about, I guess, is the Providence game. We can go right to that. Daby Cab, let me pull it up here. This is a 9:30 start for me out here, I believe.
What game?
Providence in the St. Johnny's.
Is it in there? If not, I'll make it here. Let me back it. I got you. What's the spread? 4.5 for St. John?
No, it's 8.
8? Oh, shit. Okay, I'll make it right now.
You're good.
Yeah, I like the spot too.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you guys hear me every single Saturday, if you guys hear me on Betting with the Bag, it seems like every single time this motherfucking team Providence plays, I back these guys. I don't know what it is. It's just they've got 3 guys that can pretty much get you 20 points at any given night. It's just the defense, man. They just can't get it together defensively in some of these games. They just give up bucket after bucket. They don't want to play both sides of the ball here. But listen, this Providence team, I think last week I asked Spoons to look it up, what it would be to win their conference tournament, and we still haven't been able to find those lines yet. But I think that's a team that is going to want to be hungry in that tournament. They got a lot of transfers this last year, spent a lot of money in the NIL, and they want to somehow get to the big dance. They're not going to, but for motivational purposes, shout out to our guy Nasty Nate as well. This is his team in Rhode Island. I think the city of Providence is going to be up for this game here. I think they're going to take care of business. I don't think that you don't even need the points. I think you can take the money line, but I'm on the plus 8.5 here with Providence Friars. You're getting nearly double digits against a St. John's team that, don't get me wrong, I think St. John's they're definitely going to probably make a run in the tournament. They're definitely going to be there when it's all said and done, but I think this might be a little bit of a letdown spot for them on the road. Providence, who wants to back Providence at this time of the season? Not a lot of people. Let's look at the market really quick. We've got 31% of bets and 46% of cash on the Providence Friars. Line's not really moving. Love to see it. I love the spot for Providence. Sprinkle that money line. And I'm on Providence, so official plus 8.5 minus 110. Let's go. And shout out to our guy Chill Will, 5 Pub Sports Radio memberships, man. Shout out to you. I got to get another shot poured up for you.
Cheers, Chill Will.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see our guy Chill Will in San Antonio.
That's what I was going to say. One of the people I got to kick it with last year in San Antonio was a good time. Hopefully you're going to be there again, Chill Will. We'll make some serious money on those college props during the tournament, man. I'm looking forward to kicking it with you, but thank you for the donos, man. You guys, like we keep saying, y'all keep this channel rolling. So we don't got shit without you, Chill Will. Thank you. Cheers to you, man.
Shout out Chill Will. Who's hosting this show? Me?
Out of the graphics, this is the only one I think we really haven't gone over, but I can always make more. The Louisville game right here, Guns and Billy.
Yeah.
Let me move this. Sorry, I'm struggling with these banners and shit. Moving so much.
This is the one that Kong's brought up.
Yeah. You're gonna love.
Yeah, he was on Louisville first half, but he did fade Brown's point prop under 16.5, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Baylor team that, I do like Cameron Carr a lot. He's a guard for Baylor that I think is an outstanding basketball player, even though I took his point prop and he got fucking 4 points in a game one time. But I forgive you. It's okay. You can do that. You can get one pass.
Yeah.
I like Cameron Carr a lot. But Scott Drew has not had a Baylor team under his tenure that has sucked as bad as this team has, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is the worst Scott Drew Baylor team that we've seen. And I kept thinking like, oh, they're going to get right. They'll find a way to sneak into the tournament and maybe be just a team you don't want to play, but they're not. They keep losing. They keep dropping basketball games. I like the Louisville first half look. I'm not betting this game. You guys?
Nothing for me in this.
Billy?
Nah, I like your breakdown though. I mean, this has to be the worst Baylor team I can remember in quite some time. I mean, it was so bad. Scott Drew was if I'm not to be mistaken, they got some G League player on this team. He plays like center or some shit like that.
Is it the one that starts with a Y? I don't want to butcher the name. It starts with a Y. I
forget what it was. I was just watching the YouTube thing. He was on like some podcast. And he was saying, "Yeah, my front office came to me and they're giving me some options. My job's just to coach up the players. But I got to give credit to the GMs. I didn't even know it was possible to get NBA guys." And the shit made me laugh.
Well, G League, I think you can get for college, right? I think that's kind of like legal now, right?
So the fact that he said NBA guy was pretty funny. I got to pull up the clip in the video, but I forget.
Well, I tell you guys what, that's out. We're out. We went through the graphics that Jose made for us, so shout out to you. Oh, we did have the Texas Mizzou game, if anybody had that one. But what I was going to say is, how about you guys let me know a game that you didn't get to talk about, you wanted to, if you have one. And if not, Then we'll recap our best bets. We'll get our guy Gorki back up to recap his best bets. And I want to hear y'all's best bets in the chat too. So everybody in the chat, drop a best bet. Not 60 of them. You can put all your bets in there if you want, but I want you to drop your best bet in the chat. Mine is Kansas against Iowa State. Give a fuck. Kansas against Iowa State. Anyways, did y'all have a game you want to talk about that we haven't? You want me to make a banner?
I think I brought up Mercer and Citadel, so that was the only game I wanted to bring up. But I think we talked about the big boys. I'll start it off, I guess. I think Arizona first half, whatever the line is on that one, that has validity. That feels like that spot that'll get right, but it could be first half. And Texas Tech just proves that they're a second half team. So I'll say Arizona first half on that one. Of course, the Citadel at plus, I think it's 10.5. I've seen 9.5s actually with a little bit of juice right now. So the line is dancing on that game. I will say this: every time that Mercer is on the road, you fade them. If they're at home, you take them. So that's how you play Mercer. And Citadel is on a revenge spot, losing by 38 points versus Mercer in the first matchup. So those are my two bets. Arizona first half and Citadel at plus 9-10.
Can I give out a parlay real quick?
No, we don't do parlays on this show.
I want to tail Guns' Arizona first half. And okay. I was looking for a little dance partner for Arizona first half with Arkansas first half. It was minus 118 on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to get cute,
my favorite,
UCLA. I'm sorry. If you want to get cute, UCLA plus 16.5 against Michigan. Michigan has I think 2 big games coming up. I know they have to play Duke on Saturday, but I think they have to play Purdue after that. And
it's a pretty damn big game, Guns, if I can't say so myself. UCLA has had a week off to prepare for this game. Mick Cronin was talking about Sky Clark. Finally, if Sky Clark can get 4 practices back to back before a game, he's going to go. It's all indications that he's going to go today, which is a huge he's probably a top 5 defender in all of college basketball. It's a 3-and-D kind of guy. He can knock down the threes. Daby Cab rode those 3-point props. I remember with him last year. The guy can hit the 3 ball. He does everything he wants. And other guys have had to play a lot more minutes. But, he was playing in this game. Why is this line so high? UCLA is right now, if it was March Madness, they'd get a 9-ranked seed in their bracket. And here they are getting almost, it seems like 20 points on the road. It's a tough spot. I get it. But, UCLA has been in Michigan for the last 3 days. They had all week off to get ready for this game. Why is this line so high? That's why I couldn't be on it. It would be Michigan or pass. It's a weird spot for UCLA. I'm not going to move on it, though, simply because I don't lay these kind of points. And if Sky Clark's coming back, this is a whole different UCLA team. So maybe he's not coming back. We'll see. But he did get his practices in. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. Nothing for me in this game. I'll go over my action really quick here, guys. Let's go to Providence plus 8.5 minus 110. Creighton money line plus 150. Iowa money line plus 120. Florida minus 13.5 minus 110. Ohio State minus 4.5 minus 110. Minnesota plus 6 minus 120. A lot of action today, guys. Boston College money line as well. We didn't talk about that game, but Boston College money line plus 150 against Cal. That's a fishy ass line. I'm on Boston College.
Hell yeah. Billy, you want to recap college basketball bets real quick too? And then I'll give you guys mine as well.
Yeah, I just gave out that first half parlay. I'm going to tail wine time on that Iowa money line. And then I have Milanovic 4 plus 3-pointers minus 115. And then
that's so high, but
that's so high, bro. I got it. It's so high. I got to bet it. If his point prop's only 16.5. So if you just wanted to take 15 plus points, that's works
wild
as well.
That his point prop is there and the threes are at 4. That's crazy. That's because I bet those 3 props, dude. It's 1.5 in college basketball, and if you got somebody who makes a fuck ton of them, it's 2.5. So being at
I was saying this, Dabby. I've never seen somebody have a 4 plus 3-pointer prop at even odds ever in college basketball. Literally the best of them. When Paolo was playing in college, I don't remember his shit being that high. Shit, I don't even remember. I'm trying to think of Colin Knippel when he played for Duke. His shit wasn't even that high. I can't remember anybody. Walter Clayton, maybe. Walter Clayton at one point did get to 2.5, 3.5 at plus money.
because his 2.5 was like minus 150. So if you wanted regular juice, but that wasn't until the tournament when he got that high. Like the whole season. Right now he was 2.5. I promise. Like in February he was still at 2.5. So that's wild.
So that's wild to me. I had to play it.
I agree. I'm gonna have to look at that one too. So I tell you guys what, I've got 3 that I've made official that I've put in, and then I'll give you the 2 that I'm probably gonna bet, but I'll post it if I do. I got Kansas plus 7.5, minus 115. I took A&M plus 7, minus 107, and then I took the bait, I guess you could say, with Gonzaga. I don't care. I'm on Gonzaga minus 4.5. The 2 plays that I want to make that I have not bet yet, I think it's disrespectful with Tech, so I might take the plus 9 there. And I also still like Miami, even after the big win, plus 5.5. But those last 2 I have not bet yet, so just the 3 for me. Whoa, shit. And that, guys, is about wrapped up. We're going to bring our guy Gorki back up here. I want him to share his action with you guys again one more time. But everybody in the chat, man, thank you so much, especially those memberships. Chill Will dropping 5, Real Madrid dropping on, Gorki dropping on, man. You guys keep the channel going, so thank you. And if you're not a member, think about grabbing a membership. Just hit the description button and go get you one. And send this video out to somebody, you know, family members, friends, anybody you know that gambles or, you know, enjoys basketball. Let them come hang out with us because we need as much knowledge as we can get. But again, thank you. We love you guys. Let's get Gorki up here. Gorki, what up, my dude? You want to recap yours one more time?
For me, boys, first of all, Milan Momcilovic. He's probably the best 3-point shooter in the history of college basketball. I don't know. That was probably an exaggeration. JJ Redick will have something to say about that. And myself as a Dookie, I shouldn't say that.
Trajan Langdon, Alaskan assassin.
Yeah,
better
but
3-point shooter than
JJ was a better 3-point shooter.
Nah, fuck you, man. Trajan was a fucking beast.
Yeah,
You're
he was
an asshole.
as a point guard.
No, I mean overall, JJ was better NBA perspective, but Trajan was a fucking assassin from 3.
Anyways, let's get to my plays. Here to review my plays. Kansas plus 170 money line. I think they win outright. I really do. Then I have a parlay of Purdue and Gonzaga plus 153 or better. I know that's a point of contention with you guys because a lot of you guys are on Iowa, rightly so. That game can go either way. I'll take my chances.
And by the way, the chat talking about fucking BYU former players. I don't want to hear about Jimmer Fredette. Fuck you, man. I was like, we're talking about Duke, like former players. Like, let's have some fun. Like,
hey, I got one for the chat. Here,
bro, I love highlighting these best bets, man. You guys, sorry, Gorki, go ahead, but I'm gonna keep highlighting them. Like, I love this.
Help me with this one. BYU former NBA draft pick bust Rafael Araujo.
I think I saw him when they played the Mountain West tournament in Las Vegas, man. I used to love that tournament so much when they were good. A lot of good players come out of that one. Anyways, run the show, Daby.
Anyways,
Daby, your show. What am I doing?
I'm reading the chat, man. I honestly I didn't hear anything y'all said. Did you say something you weren't supposed to?
Yeah, nobody mentioned Cherokee Parks, which like makes me upset. I was like, he was the second center, I guess, with Christian Laettner.
I like St. Mary's today against Pacific. I don't know if I made that clear about the West Coast Conference parlay. I'm gonna post it in the.
Brian Zubek.
Oh, Zubek, yeah, dude, beast. Utah has some fucking giants too.
Wager detective going in the deep dives of the Patriot League there to go get some Colgate action.
No, I said that early in the show. I said like there's a lot of sharp people that I know that are I respect, and they DM me. It's like take Colgate, but however, I will say this: they told me to take Colgate in the previous game, and they lost. So Colgate is in a weird fucking spot. They're playing Navy, so if they're playing Navy, it's going to be low scoring. I would lean under in that game.
I don't like betting against
Brusha.
I don't like betting against the service teams. It just doesn't feel.
I don't bet against toothpaste either. toothpaste over everything.
Two
The
more
fuck,
plays,
man?
Two more plays. Georgia Tech first half draw no bet plus 145. I think they get it done on the road at Notre Dame. Sorry, Guns. These are two.
I'm not a Notre
teams.
Dame basketball fan. I'm wearing fucking Duke gear. Like, what are you, blind now? Like, you sit in a wheelchair. I get that, but you're not blind.
Once a Notre Dame fan, always a Notre Dame fan. It's in.
Basically, what he said, Guns,
asshole.
is if you suck dick once, you suck dick for life.
Yeah, I suck 2 dicks. I need to be a skier. I need to be a skier. You know what I'm talking about? I have 2 hands that need 2 dicks.
All right, and on that note, thank you guys.
I do have a hockey bet, guys. I do have a hockey bet that just went in the oven. It is
Just
a USA plus the USA.
Figuratively speaking, asshole. Fuck you, chat.
The USA minus 1.5 goals first period plus 104 against Denmark.
Dabby, I just ruined myself.
I am Stacks. Yeah, take a video of that for me. Send it to me so we can do that.
In the fucking show.
You got a little hockey from our guy Gorki. Wine time, Billy, Guns, Gorki, chat. I love you guys, man. Saturdays, I look forward to this shit. Now we got to go make money. Now it's time for business to start. The work has been put in. Now it's time to light up, sit back, and watch ourselves cash. Hey, and whoever called me a donkey for those bets, fuck you, bro. Eat my ass. They're going to cash. I hope you faded them and you lose. So everybody else,
now it's getting
love
gay.
You guys. Let's go.
Fucking show.
Let's go.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit.